Hi, Baz.
SpongeBob Big Guy Pants, okay? Oh boy. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Drive Away podcast with Baz and Jen.
That's Baz. And maybe I'm Jen.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm an actor. Just playing the role of Jen to fill in this podcast.
Do not fuck with me right now. We just saw Rental Family, which was directed by Hikari and starring Brendan Fraser.
We were supposed to have seen The Running Man and The Carpenter's Son and something else, but Baz got me incredibly sick.
I got it from a concert.
Baz was incredibly sick and got me incredibly sick.
And I also got Tristan
and also
sick.
Tristan incredibly sick.
Tristan from
the Keeper episode was when we both got infected. I saw Now You See Me, Now You Don't in the meantime. Now we're here having just watched Rental Family.
Fuck my big chungus one.
Yeah, that was an emotional one. I'll let you elaborate first.
Oh my god. It was so beautiful. My therapy session is tomorrow morning. It's in approximately 11 hours from the recording of this podcast. And yeah, man. It's a really, really beautiful movie. I cried so much. And yeah, I don't know. I'm choosing to believe that Brendan Fraser's Academy Award is for this movie and not for The Whale. I haven't seen The Whale.
Well, there's only one frame, so you've seen the movie.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. It's one of my favorites of this year. And I'm just gonna be out there and say it. I really value movies that highlight the connection between human beings.
I completely agree.
And relationships and how they form and end, and I'm gonna cry again.
But I think the movie was marketed around Brendan Fraser, like his character being hired to portray this little girl's father so that she can get into a school. But I think the most beautiful and human part of it was him pretending to interview this old actor.
Yeah.
Who was
he
like
just
struggling
an actor,
with dementia.
Or I thought he was also like a director.
Or I thought he was like a famous actor.
I think
in movies.
someone in film, but yeah.
And he was feeling lost and forgotten because his daughter wouldn't let him out of the house because he's an old man with dementia. And Brendan Fraser comes in and pretends he's writing an article about him, but then just gets to know him and takes him to like restaurants and stuff. And then they go to the old guy's hometown, and they find like this little treasure trove that he left behind from his first wife before he moved to Tokyo.
My life before my life. Oh my fucking god, I'm crying again.
It was like the parts with the old man. What is Kikuo?
I think so.
Yeah, Kikuo was like the most.
God, this is a long red light.
Beautiful and human part of this movie, and I really adored it in a lot of ways about that. And especially
we were the only ones in the theater, and I forget what moment it was. I had to get up and take a lap because I was.
When
do you remember what it was?
Mia had like seen something that was starting to like push her in the direction of realizing that Kevin, quote unquote, Brendan Fraser's fake name, it's Philip, but the name to Mia was Kevin.
Yeah.
Was gonna have to leave, and Baz was like, "I need to take a lap." Just got up and fucking walked away. I had a similar moment when spoilers. when it's revealed that the head of the rental family organization,
Well,
the
we
family...
need to back up for a second. Okay, so Philip takes Kikuo back to his hometown, which is a long journey away.
It's like a train, a bus, a
they
car,
spend the night,
a ferry, a little
in Kikuo's
pickup truck.
hometowns, and they don't tell Kikuo's daughter that they're going.
Yeah, really dumb decision.
So as far as the daughter's aware, her dad is just gone missing. And it's likely that this man, quote unquote, kidnapped him. And so essentially, the two co-workers at the rental family association dress up and disguise themselves as...
Oh, that wasn't even what I was talking about.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
I'm sorry.
You finish.
They dress... Can this car go?
Drive Away podcast, you know.
As detectives, I think.
No, they dressed up as lawyers.
Lawyers, that's right, with the law firm
to talk to
go talk to Kikuo to try to prove Philip's innocence
because the
he
daughter
got put
was
in
saying
jail.
that
Philip
kidnapped him, and they knew that Kikuo would say that Philip didn't kidnap him and that he was willing. Blah, 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 blah.
Very illegal thing to do.
Oh, incredible.
And then, so the two of them go and they get there. And then all of a sudden, they like just enter the doorway, and then the doorbell rings again, and it says, "Hey, I'm here with the police department.
I'm a detective
to talk about Kikuo's case." And they're like, "Oh shit, we're so fucked. We're so dead." And then turns out it's their boss who's also going to try and prove Philip's innocence.
But no, the part I was talking about was the boss of the rental family agency. This entire time we've been seeing him go back home, and he has a wife and a son, and then it's revealed like right before he goes and does that and has this change of heart that those are his wife and son are actors.
They're also hired actors.
They're actors that work for his company to fake him having a family so he's taking part in his own business, and I thought that was really funny, and it was a very Parasite level like flipping everything on its head.
The script of this movie was fantastic.
Oh, it was so clever.
I think, and I mean, even little things like the first job that Philip gets is to pretend to be a husband to this woman so she can leave her family, and I don't know.
She wants to move to Canada. And escape her family, but she loves her family, so she doesn't want to leave them without saying anything.
So we're leading up thinking, oh, okay, well, he's gonna marry her, and then
they're gonna quote unquote move
to
Canada.
Canada, but she's just gonna go by herself. And then turns out she's a lesbian and has a girlfriend, and she did all that because she has a girlfriend but can't be with the girlfriend without fake marrying a man to move away. And Brendan Fraser says gay rights. Brendan Fraser, defender of the lesbians, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, it's just like little tiny like reveals like that made this movie just like really stand out to me. Also, I'm a really big Virginia Woolf fan, and a big theme that I'm sorry, I'm getting on my English major soapbox here.
That's one of your jobs.
A really big theme in a lot of Virginia Woolf novels is the connection between people, and I always think back to this section from Mrs. Dalloway that was about essentially this woman goes to lunch or gets lunch with some old friends of hers, and then they leave, but she thinks that no matter how far away that they go from her, and maybe if they never see each other again, there's an invisible like thread connecting them forever. It doesn't matter. And that's
beautiful
with every single person you encounter, whether you talk to them or not, whether you walk by them on the street. This car to my left that I'm driving next to, there's a thread connected between us forever now, no matter if I've never said a word to them. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. I'll find the passage and I'll read it to you later. And I think about that ever since I read that. I think about that forever, and how I'm connected to every single person I've ever met. And that's what this movie is.
In the life of Chuck, I think they did that really beautifully with
we can say
spoilers for the life of Chuck. But the first part of the 3-part not anthology, but sort of anthology. It's like this post-apocalypse, yeah, triptych, a post-apocalypse, and we're seeing these people as the world is ending and all the power's going out and the stars are blinking out and blah 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 blah, and we find out later on that it's Chuck's memories that are fading as he's dying, and it's every person he's ever met or passed by on the street are the people that live in his mind, and so he's still connected to them. As Baz said, the thing in the movie is like, we contain multitudes. And I definitely agree. I think that this movie really did a really good job of showing the intricacies of human connection, and like, especially with the sort of, slightly silly idea of like, yeah, you can rent a best friend.
It's a real thing.
No, I know it's a real thing, but it's still
crazy that's
a little silly. And it's like, just the way that even with like, there was this guy who hired Kevin Philip, to be his best friend.
Yeah,
and play video games with him and hang out with him and go to like a dance club or something. Yeah. And it's like,
strip club,
even then it was still like, there was a human connection there, and he was like, there was some level of how much acting is he really doing?
The impact that we can have on everyone's lives.
Yes.
Every single person we interact with, we impact them in one way or another. Maybe it's neutral. For the most part, it's neutral in every interaction. But like, it's just like sharing. And as I've gotten older, I've realized I may be a little bit more spiritual than I think I am. But just like sharing this world and this life with people, and like, I don't believe in God necessarily, but there was in Rental Family the belief that like there's a little bit of God in everything, including every person, and that's essentially what the movie ends on, with the mirror that Brendan Fraser sees himself in when he goes to the temple that Kikuo went to, or maybe not temple, but shrine.
Yeah,
is probably the better term. And yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't call it God for my own personal beliefs, but like, there's just a little bit of universe maybe in everything. And like, we all share that, and we can impact people's lives, even if it's just a small interaction. And like, the whole thing of like, some people just want someone to remind them that they're present and they exist. Like, fuck me. Like, yeah, man.
One of the most beautiful, subtle moments in this film was, like, oh god, what's her name? Aiko?
You're talking the coworker?
Yeah. Yeah. Philip and one of the coworkers at the rental family agency, Aiko, are like chatting and at a bar or something, and she got hit in the face doing one of the, her jobs.
Service is what they call it.
There's just a very like small moment where he's just like, well, I'm not very good at advice, but if you ever need someone to talk to, and she's like, thanks. And I think,
especially because they brought up earlier too that like mental health is really stigmatized in Japan.
And I think that that being such a human thing is so beautiful, if we're getting all philosophical about it, that it's just like,
we already been there.
We rely on other people. But then at the end of the film, when they're walking away from Kikuo's funeral, Aiko and Philip put their arms around each other as they're walking down the steps, and it's the last shot, or not the last shot we see of them together, because
it's before there's like a presumed little time jump.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, that's the closing of the chapter, and like, they didn't elaborate on it. There's no like romance arc, there's no relationship arc, but it's just like that little moment of human connection, and they're there for each other, and they can rely on each other, and I think that that's very nice.
I'm gonna cry again. Yeah.
So Baz, I think
yeah, I don't really have too much more to say, I fear, other than go watch this movie. Read a little Virginia Woolf if you want to. The passage of time is a son of a bitch, and we just have to be there for each other. That's my message for the world, and the 10 people who are going to listen to this.
10? We got 7 on the last one.
Well, and that comes after you said, yeah, we averaged 40 viewers.
Because we did. So, 40 people, where are you at? Baz,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
What do you get in this on Letterboxd?
Definitely bare minimum 4.5. There is a chance upon reflection I bump it to a 5. I kind of need to see where I'm at in regards to like other movies that came out this year. Just in or like other, not even just this year, but in comparison. But bare minimum 4.5 is where I'm at.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What about you?
I left the theater and I gave it a 4, and then as we were talking, I opened my phone about 4 minutes ago, and I upped it to a 4.5.
Let's
with a
go.
like. So that's what I think about it.
A 4 is like hater behavior for this movie. And I saw Nita's Lane giving a 3.5.
I am hater behavior.
I know you are, but like, have a little joy in your heart.
I will on Friday. What's next? The Running Man?
No, we're seeing Sentimental Value.
Oh, Sentimental Value.
Which is probably going to be another one to make us cry, maybe.
Probably. Norwegians.
Big Oscar contender, has Elle Fanning, our favorite.
And then it's
The Running Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.